this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. It's early on Sunday morning and inconveniently it happens to be the 8th today, so my traditional everything in bloom on the 8th today is not going to be today, it's going to be tomorrow. So I'll apologise for those who anticipate that video coming round, but my daughter's down for the weekend. We've got things to do today, and to do that video justice it needs to wait till tomorrow when I can spend the time and edit the video and do it properly. So that's that. Yesterday we spent the day at the RHS show in London, and we had an incredibly tedious journey on the coach to get there, with an accident that blocked the motorway, which meant taking a detour onto the smaller roads. And if you dump the contents of one of our motorways onto those smaller roads, they just fail miserably and don't work. So we had an incredibly tedious journey on the coach to get there, and got there late as a consequence, which cut down the amount of time we had to spend there. Great. And apology number 2, I didn't film the show. I spent most of my time enjoying myself talking to YouTubers who came up to say hello, some that actually have channels and make videos, some that, you know, follow my channel, came up and said hi and had a chat with all sorts of people. I had a nice time, but that show probably won't get my attendance again. It's what I call showed out. Each year that RHS show is getting smaller. There were probably 3 of my favourite traders that weren't there this year. They didn't come, and of course that leaves space. So for those who have never been to that show, I'm sure it seemed wonderful, but for somebody who's been going regular over quite a long period of time, it's just getting smaller. There's less to see, and an awful lot of what is there is exactly the same as before. So its novelty's worn off, so I probably won't go to that show again. It's a tedious journey, tiring, you know, spending that amount of time sitting on a coach, stuck in traffic, and, you know, and we had a ridiculously, well, we had a better journey home as far as most of the journey was concerned, you know, but we spent over half an hour doing about a mile to get away from the show and get going on a road that actually wasn't clogged up with buses and taxis, and that's just London, that's how it is. It would drive me up the wall if I had to drive around there all the time. And on a coach, you know, it's difficult manoeuvring down some of the smaller roads that are busy, you know. So a very tiring day. Enjoyable while I was there. As I say, I met some friends, chat with traders, all that sort of stuff, but as a consequence I didn't film. But what I will say is, first thing this morning, you know, I was looking at my comments, dealing with that sort of stuff, and having a look at other people's videos, and there are a pair, a part 1 and a part 2, of excellent videos of the show. So it's not like it hasn't been filmed, it just wasn't filmed by me. The channel is BB Orchids, so you can search for that and find it. And there's a part 1 and a part 2 of the RHS show there that have been well filmed, probably better than I would have done because I'd have rushed it. And the videos even have managed to capture most of the plant names, which I don't normally bother with. So probably much better videos than I would have done if I'd attempted it. So so that was that. That's the show done, covered, and my video of everything in bloom on the 8th will be on the 9th. That's just how it goes, you know. Sometimes life gets in the way of regularity, shall we say. What I did get was a present. I didn't buy any orchids either. I kept my hands in my pockets as planned. I had 2 orchids to try and get specifically, which was Dendrobium Cuthbertsonii. There were none there. Apparently there were some there right at the beginning of the show, first thing Friday morning, and they took off like rockets and were just gone. So I didn't get that one. And I was also looking out for Varnagara apple blossom for somebody else. And one of the traders said, I've got a feeling there was one of those in one of the displays, but that had obviously been sold as well. But the person I was looking for that plant for has got one. So that's at least been dealt with, if not by me. I'm a miserable failure this weekend, aren't I? Anyway, the present I got, I've been after for a very, very long time. It's a present from a YouTuber, Lena, or Lena, however she says it, and it's from the channel Crazy About Orchids, and it's a yellow Miltoniopsis, and quite honestly, in the EU, they're as rare as hen's teeth. You just cannot find the yellow versions of the Miltoniopsis. I've seen lots of videos of people that have got them in the States, but in the EU you just don't get that colour. I've been after it for flipping ages. Anyway, the large orchid was divided up, and a piece was wrapped up very, very carefully and left with Arthur of Burnham's Nurseries for me to pick up yesterday, which I did. I got told that the plant's got virtually no roots. Well, I've rescued better plants, worse plants than this one. It's not a bad orchid. It'll just be a quick look. Obviously we'll have a better look when I repot it, or pot it, because it hasn't got a pot at the moment. But it's got 3 good plump pseudobulbs and a new growth. Well, I've bought plants a lot worse than that, and it has got some active roots in here, more than I was expecting. I can just shake the moss off. But obviously near the base of the plant there we've got good active roots, yeah, and some active growing tips. And then down the bottom there are also some white roots, so I'm quite happy I can bring that on. As I say, I won't be potting that up today. I'm just, it's in the grow room where it can stay cooler, because I don't think we're going to get any sun today. And it's got some moist moss around the roots just to keep it hydrated till I get it in a pot. Whoops. Knocking the place to bits. But anyway, as I say, apologise for not doing the everything in bloom, but a couple of teasers. My Lodogessii has started to open while I was away yesterday, so at least some of those blooms should be fully open by tomorrow. I've been looking forward to that. And the other half of this plant's opened as well, the Dendrobium jenkinsii. So you've got the first flush of blooms, and now the second flush is out while these are still here. Oh boy, I wish I could get that to a show. But anyway, I shall go round tomorrow and do the plants justice and go over everything in bloom. We'll have a closer look at some as well, because there's a little Coleogene just opened here. The blooms are stunning in their detail, but they need the tripod because they're very small. So we'll have a go at that, and as I say, apologise for not doing that video today, but that's just circumstances, and I'll give it a good go and post it tomorrow. So yeah, and until then, see you later. Bye for now.